past, to make sure you're learning from mistakes that you did last. Send me a letter when you're done, evaluating what your short life has become. You should know. You should know.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Death Valley. I find myself in the sand dunes. So today I'm attempting to photograph some of these wonderful, wonderful looking sand dunes. And lucky for me, the winds have been pretty strong lately here in Death Valley the last few days, and so it looks like, for the most part, I've come to an area that is footprint free, which is really fantastic. I spent quite a bit of time before coming out here on Google Earth, and I was looking for areas, potentially just less trafficked areas where there were some nice looking dunes and curves and whatnot. That's pretty much what I'm going for. I'm thinking 70 to 200, just like the entire time I was in the Colorado sand dunes. I really just stuck to my 70 to 200, and I think I'm going to do the same today. So, just going to start exploring around different angles. I've already saved a few locations that I can potentially come back to. So yeah, it's been a week now here in Death Valley. I'm starting to feel a little more physically tired, but coming to places like this and seeing these views, any sense of physical drain just goes away instantly. So, we'll see what we can find tonight. It's getting quite windy out here, and I don't know if you can see behind me. I tried to record some B-roll of it, but it looks pretty cool as the wind rolls through the sand here. Creates a nice little effect. Well, guys, I think I've settled on a composition for this evening. I've got this fantastic, perfectly aligned curve into this dune, and it's pretty much the main subject of the composition I'm going for. And the nice thing about this location that I've chosen is I can walk just a few feet behind me and, towards the blue hour, hopefully catch the view of some other dunes all kind of scattered, and you've got these bushes all around as well, to hopefully capture some blue hour color there. So I think I've got several options, if anything. As long as it doesn't get more windy than this, then I'm okay with that. Ooh, look at that! It just stopped. So I'm pretty content with this image. I am gonna climb up this small little dune there and just see what the views are like from there. I think what's gonna happen is once I climb over that dune, I'm gonna see pretty much the tallest dunes in this area of the park, but that's not necessarily what I'm going for. I realized last year that that side of this area it has more footprints, and it gets a lot more people hiking all around, so you've got more chances of having footprints in your image. I realize, though, that when I say this whole thing about footprints, I realize that I'm also contributing to leaving footprints as I'm exploring this area now. So it's kind of hypocritical in a way. I realize that. So anyways, I'm going to carry on, and still got about a good 2 hours before sunset, so plenty of time. So I think I've gone ahead and framed up my first composition of this evening. And what I'm doing is I'm taking advantage of those dramatic clouds over towards the east. We had some storms just passing through Death Valley earlier in the day, and it didn't actually end up raining. But what we had is these really dramatic clouds. And I missed sunrise this morning. I was too tired to get up, so I'm sure that I missed a really good one, but that's okay. So we still have a good concentration of clouds, and I'm just taking advantage of the fact that the light isn't too harsh right now, and it's creating this beautiful contrast all along these sand dunes. So I'm at about 200 mil, just really focusing in on those details, kind of like I did in Colorado. And yeah, 200 mil, f11, ISO 100, no filters, because don't need any filters right now. I don't even think I'll need any filters for this evening, because I don't know about sky ridge really isn't too harsh, at least in the direction that I'm shooting towards. So anyways, I'm gonna just go ahead and show you this image, and then I will hike back down this mini dune and set up for my final evening composition. So yeah, so far it's fantastic. Really, really great. So I tell you this much, the wind has really picked up in the last few minutes, and what I've done is I've hiked back down to my original area that I settled on for this evening. And I'm starting to think that because of where I'm positioned, I need to go ahead and take the image now, because while we may get some color in the sky here, what we're not going to have is this beautiful leading line, because as the sun starts to set, you're just not going to see that anymore in the composition. So I am going to go ahead and frame up and go for the image. And it's just fantastic, because at the very top of the dune we have the winds just blowing the sand, and I think it's going to be in the frame. You're going to be able to see it in the image, which should result in a really lovely scene. So I'm sticking with, I think I'm at, I'm at f9, I think. F9, ISO 100, no filters. And I've got a very nice soft sky, so don't really have harsh highlights or anything like that. And just beautiful contrast in these dunes. So, hope you enjoy the image, and we'll see if there's still another image here tonight. I'm overall feeling pretty good about this evening, and definitely coming away with the image that I had in mind, the image that I really wanted. And to be quite honest with you, like I was mentioning earlier, I don't think I'm going to stay around for this light show. That's most likely going to happen. I think I'm pretty content. And that may just have something to do with the fact that I've been here for over a week and I'm starting to kind of feel it physically. So, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and please stay tuned. Still have a bit more here in Death Valley, so yeah, we'll see what else we get up to. And if it's your first time watching, please subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate any shares or comments or likes to the video if you enjoyed it. And yeah, guys, until next week, we'll see you next time. Take care, everyone.